Bobby was voted for like, welcome to the stream. Bobby was voted for saying, because I see like the pixels for like the webcam dimensions, and I thought that was like 11.1542. I'm like, how many people are playing the game? It's like, no. How many people are not playing the game? It's 11. There's 11 players in queue. Welcome to Fantasy 14. Last time we went into Corfast. No, that was the time before that. Last time we were in Corfast, we did a lot of things in Corfast. We did Stone Vigil. We started working on grabbing the correct crystal. Hence why we're here in our Nausea. And then my gum swelled again. Yeah, I don't know why, I don't know how, but it doesn't matter as it's died down quite nicely. Thankfully no infection this time round, meaning we're all safe here. Or at least I'm in a better state than I could have been in the past. Anyways. You've returned. Tell me your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. The undead! Anything but that! One collection of thoughts later. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Feral Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you all were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, yeah, everyone enjoys a bit of alcohol. It's fine. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrin, who was secretly detained, recently detained, not secretly, but after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. Who would have thought? This is the first I've heard of someone actually travelling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat recipient to approach him myself. Yep, which means heading back to where the last person you would have probably gone to talk to was in the previous quest, as I was probably going to be saying last time before I chose to end at the time the stream. I've yet to put the headset on. It's a good thing I use a different mic than a headset mic. Though then again, sometimes you might argue maybe a headset mic would be better in some ways. Then again, that's what I get for having a literal one of these blue yays. It is literally like one of the most basic model mics you can get. But Wag was able to afford a while ago, so we make do with what we've got. But anyway, yeah, this guy's in a cell. A hell in a cell, you could say. I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell Mimi Doa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me. I'll go and tell her. Let me go to her. Okay, well, clearly this guy has gone mad. Rotting away in a cell maybe is the best for him. I'm just thinking in my head right now. It's so silly. Hey guys, I think this last second replacement should have easily squashed Randy Orton. Like, come on. That's one takeaway from Mania I'm laughing at still, that people are still trying to peddle. Like, whatever match that was meant to be between Orton and Owens ended prematurely with Owens being injured, like, beforehand. So, like, what were you meant to do? Mania was an interesting thing. Anyway, what did Skyfrin have to say? Well, that's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favourite bar wench, but what was that about a man named Mimi Doa? Wait, I know that name. That's that bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. At the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Well, sexual abuse in the workplace, eh? Or at least in the pub. Ugh. Truly, this place needs to know no bounds as to the various states of piratery still. Another initiate, are ye? No, then what ye? Speak up, son, I can't hear ye. I have this golden feather. Because I've got a golden feather. Hey, bugger me, is this what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where you say you find it? Skyfrin, you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. Supposed to have us patched before his furious he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. weren't getting work done on their own. See, half of them walked off, half of them ran off, half of them up and vanished. Ugh, that's a shame. What's that? You be looking for passenger Azamba? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of your old Mimi Doa. Tell them how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gil, I'd hire some sellswords and let them sort it out. But you'll do in a pitch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you there and back. Finally, we can firstly go back to CNR and be like, ta-da, behold, we've done it. We've gained a way to get there. This thumbnail ain't gonna be relevant for we're still dealing with this stuff. It's gonna become relevant the moment we have beaten up Garuda. And yet I know what I've designed it more based off of instead of the ultimate weapon itself. Good luck on getting me to actually design the ultimate weapon myself. It would be a nightmare and I would be very much be spending 2 years having to work on it. So you went how well you were doing? I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste them out to something. Why, yes it did. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfin's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this bit of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. Must say it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra, without me. All this work to stay here? Oh, you poor son. Fine, I failed to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid aberration, I shall come back to haunt you. Ooh, oh no, I'm gonna get haunted. Fuck. Well, potential hauntings aside, I mean, I've probably needed to be dealt with by a ghost at some point in my life. Now, don't talk to this ferry skipper, that's the normal one. This is the ferry skipper you're wanting. Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, you bit! As if it's as simple as, oh, I see you've got a weird passage. Oh, I didn't climb aboard. It actually is quite simple. So anyway, yeah. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I like to build a summer home here, but oh, the hells of this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. Yeah, good, I don't need to share my pot now. That's good. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to Mangal and Gate, I'm sure he'll let you in. Now if you would please excuse me. And off she goes. Coward! For Sirius is a dungeon. I don't know how to unlock it. But David here is someone for us to talk to. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I have this pot. An old pot. I'm not sure I thought. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted cow stool. No, sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Ah, darn it. The Witmeister Mimidoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystals struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharos Sirius were not the product of mages, Fomitage, or colossal arcane bomb. Now, what was this? The area in Dustweather Marsh and Cataclysm that gets bombed. But an elaborate contraption formed by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing. There's no one guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumours of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. No. Not that those rumours are incorrect. I observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal. Help me unravel this mystery and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Well then, I guess it's time for us to make our way there and see what they have to say. And Dead Man's Rest is a fate currently ongoing. But some adventurers happen to be here. Talk to the first one and we get the dialogue of, "'Tis all there for the taking, 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo, but those queer dead things in that voice." Actually, the voice was quite nice. You saw them too, right? Dead people! Oh yes, we saw dead people too. Congratulations. Now kindly don't get drunk at a ski resort. Just shambling about without a care in the world, except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. And on the third one, God's that voice! That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Take every ounce of my strength to assist. Well, gee, I wonder if there's this magical, mystical creature that lives in water that would attract people with the sound of their voice. I wonder if there's a name for that. This talking and alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? I don't know. And apparently history repeats itself. To the surprise of no one. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimido would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yard stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. Wait, I'm lanky? Alright. Don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Oh, right, okay. Oh boy, okay, well, hello Mimido, what you're doing here now. What's been keeping you, initiate? I ain't getting any longer, you know. Hey, some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk who wander near the ship graveyard and stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hell, this takes me back to my days of the cannon boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not the lesson we learned them last time. Bah, they bloody would though, wouldn't they, blazing old biddies? Some folks said that the first purge would be the last. But I knew deep down in me bones that as this day would come, and come it has. Aye, I bet me bum ears are sirens behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them's what's got feathers, and law sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy. Except maybe in drink, and I regret it after. Anyway, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy before she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send ye marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man as can't hear her song. To say for you, I carry a spare pair, and like for the both of us, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we best head on over to her. To the ship graveyard, initiate. Alright, well, I guess we got earplugs now. As much as that matters for us. Oh no, we're about to get attacked by at least one of 3 technicolored sirens that caused us to have to go for a high school musical affair once. No! And for anyone who doesn't get the reference, I'm referring to Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. A film I've... straight to DVD movie, probably actually thinking through. A sequel to Equestria Girls, which is an MLP film, of them being humans. I know it was weird. That I've maybe seen one too many times, i.e. more than once, or maybe more than 0. Actually no, some of the songs are alright. She passes near the shore, she saw to spy the campfire and come looking, just a matter of waiting now. My little playing was weird in the sense that a number of times where it's like, if you don't outright kill the villain in the episode, they just get magically redeemed. It's just like, why are we redeeming these people? These people are evil. Like, why did we redeem Sunset Shimmer? She tried to take over 2 worlds. Ah, whatever, we needed a main character, I guess. Other than the other main characters. Some time awaiting later, while I probably describe to death things I happen to remember of Equestria Girls, which, you know, it'd be easier for me to talk about G2 MLP than fucking Equestria Girls, but that's because I caught those reruns all the fucking time, apparently. Can't believe it. 4-year-old me was more of a brony than 25-year-old me. How the fuck does that happen? Well, quite simply, I didn't know that the internet existed back then, actually. That's my excuse. I didn't know the internet. Beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Well, no, I'm opening a window. Oh, it's a bit grey out, but that's all fair game, let's face it. When you have an Xbox on, you probably want to open a window so it doesn't get too warm. Mimido almost falls on his ass. Quiet! Did you hear that? 'Tis her! Oh, I should probably put these on. I'm not really hearing much. Look! Out of the water! She come, initiate! She's come! I didn't need to know that, Mimi. Oh my god, she has arrived. How very. I didn't realise we were fighting a harpy lady, Dak. Quick, lad, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she's realised you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her fools, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Wait, I didn't put them in already? Well, that was foolish. I love the stuff we've got. Pull it out, and it's just like, ah, enemies! Hither, embrace mine everything. Obviously doing it in song form, but I'm not good at it. 'Cause when you sing, true love spurned his qualities reward. And now we fight a bunch of charmed beings. Now, good news is I have regen, so this will be fine. Oh, so these enemies are level 38, we get synced to level 46. Perfect, I'll just holy then. Flashbanging the stream! I say I don't want to really do much toxic like see or whatnot, but like, fucking hell. Yeah, probably maybe should move out of the way. Potential hard stopper there. More enemies, and pardon me by the way. Cast out, callous souls, dead to desire. Just over in the distance. She sings a song of plenty to charm the poor deckhands. They'll crush their ship into the walk. Spare, mournful mistress, distress. And they'll all sink into the water below. Their fate sealed by the siren. I don't know if that's an actual song or not. If it is, then enlighten me, everyone. But, or at least something enlighten me. Any interaction's good interaction, maybe. Oh, then again, if I use the logic of any interaction's good interaction, then why am I not slurring? Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not to relent, regret, forever alone? Hey, just because I in real life may be lonely does not mean that this character does not get all of the pussy. See, when I say things like that, that sounds a little bit wrong. Murder is easy, and oh, maybe I want to stay away from the street songs. Besides, I prefer a swan song. Wherever my love a river, one look, soul shiver. Such language. I'm being charmed, aren't I? Ah! There's a captain that got charmed, and judging by the bone struck decomposition, they've been charmed a long while ago. Oh, and for the record, Mimi Do just fucks off. Which, fair enough, they're not really a fighter, we are, so. Your sweet songs ain't gonna work. I realize when I say a swan song, like, there's just the idea of what a swan song is. There's the Sad Off song, there's the entire album by Hollywood Undead, Chord Swan songs. No more. Dark Eclipse. The Heart. Hey, I understand the reference. A good old Dark Eclipse of the Heart, one might say. Anyway, Mimi Doa's back for us to talk to. Hey, am I alright? Ha! I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse, I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 warsits if we gutted the songstress, but you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning round here again, though not for a while anyway. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help. Bugging me, I've clean forgot your name. Remind me. Chris, I don't recall having known initiate by that name, but if you're not me old mate or worse name, why you've been so bloody helpful. Ah, never mind, be seeing ye, lad. Well, it was nice to help. Anyway, with that sorted out, let's go and talk to David and try and get our hands on that damn crystal and hopefully this time have it be aspected correctly. Then we could go kill Garuda. Or at least attempt to. Because you never know, maybe Garuda kills us and then Alphino becomes the main character. No. Obviously that doesn't happen. Mainly because MMO. If your character was canonically killed off, then what would they do? You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to assist the song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimi Do was involved in the first purge. but I never actually... Having spoken all of that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corroded crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. We've got a jar of pot. No, actually it's crystals. But still. Maybe I could fill a jar with some dirt. Then I could sing that. Anyway. Ferry skipper, we're back to airport, we be. I can actually say the issue with the mouth this time round has actually not been too bad. And I think because it actually wasn't an infection. Which is good, but it means... Am I having an allergic reaction to the thing that's keeping me from getting infections? Oh, that actually might be bad. That sounds like a phone call to a doctor. Or a dentist. Or both. Probably just a doctor, because the dentists in my area have been very, very, very rude. So... Oh, it's you. Welcome back. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Well, I am awake and alive. Something Christian rhetoric that ends up being very right-wing. Yeah, too many people go into Skillet without realising they are very, very right-wing. Like, not good. But I guess that comes with the territory of Christian, and especially American Christians. Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Chris. Seldom if ever have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such volatile overabundance of fire-respected aether. What? You want a corrupted crystal composed of ice-respected aether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Ah, well, this specimen won't help you there. God damn it! Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. The curious case of giggity. Wasting my time. I wanted ice. Oh, the fucking... Don't fight now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal composed of ice-suspected aether. Sergio Man in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Huh? What's with that expression? Thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. Proof. That's all I'll be needing. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that wooded pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Heden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Whoopee! Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Chris. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Well, I can offer you a... what have I got here? Well, I'll offer you a bow in this trying times and I'll teleport off to Gridania. I pressed one button. Back to Gridania. Well, to Gridania. We're now back in Gridania for the purposes of our quest line, but not to actually go to Garuda. I gotta be careful. I can't tense this side of my cheek too much because that hurts it. I'm being too emotive. Damn it! I need to just do what I should always be doing. It's just angst there. Unemotional ways of saying things. Tell my wife I said hello. And if you get the reference, then good. Anyways. Here's Heden, or Hayden, or whatever you want to call it. Greetings and salutations. Mr. Fur, I pursue. Sienna informed me of your adventures in the airport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possesses the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Twelveswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. God damn it. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones. Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in Twelvewood. Well, that's not good. Fortunately for you, this crystal's taken an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I'm really confident that one still resides within his gut. Oh boy, time to stab a Spriggan, whip out its guts, and feel around until we find the crystal. Yeah! Come on, children, this is a fun activity. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this giggity, I am going to punch someone if I suddenly have, if I hear even a single Family Guy reference. First consumed, they corrupted when, you couldn't care less about this, could you? To the point then, Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and if precisely the sort he'll find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that discretion, that use your discretion. Yes, and the way out to this, so we need to head out, we need to go through New Gridania to get to it. Sadly, I don't think I've done the quest to open the gate. I believe the quest is somewhere. No, we could go the normal route. What have we... It might be a bad bladder, because I'm trying to think. Because I also have Bordering Horizons. It might be Bordering Horizons. Let's go and actually double check this. There is a second gate which would save down the travel time. If we had access to it. And given to us by Tiara Mori, Grand Passage with the White Wolf Gate. Right, okay, well, anyway, yeah. They give us a pass that allows us to go through the White Wolf Gate, so we'll just go do that. Sprint our way over to it. Ah, Gridania. It's a joyous location. So serene, so tranquil, so boring. Nah, it's not like that. I, for one, as a kid, loved gallivanting off into wooded areas. Yes, that's right, I was the favourite for being kidnapped, but still. Only those who possess a gate pass. I do have the pass. Honestly, I definitely, none of these are useful because of the earrings we do have, so there we go. We now have access to the thing, and you can also pick up the quest here, if you really want to, beneath the planks. We just did by accident. I don't actually want to do it, for now. Besides, we can pick it up later if we want to get quests done with some other class that isn't, you know, level 53. Like, if we get to level 60, I may just do Heavensward as a different class altogether. Just out of, I don't want to play as a level, I don't want to go too over leveled. But then again, the only thing that really means is, that's the thing though, at the end of the day, is you still get level synced in like the duties and the dungeons. So, doesn't mean that me running through this area here, very easy to do. As you can tell, one of those damn archers underneath the place is doing their thing. But yeah, behold, a crystal bearer Spriggan. It's bigger than your regular one, and therefore is obviously eviler and deserves to die more. I believe that's the logic. I might be wrong on it, but there we go. And now we head back to Gridania. Yeah, seriously. This is actually the quickest part of the... Huh, you can actually aggro them still. Interesting. This was actually the quickest part of the quest line. Hooray! Maybe it's because they finally realised, oh shit, people might be getting bored to death of the various filler that's occurring of us not being able to get the white bloody crystal. But who knows? And again, I just want to get to the end game of Realm Reborn's base content. Then we can have a myriad of different things I can do. Like, no, seriously, there's a myriad of stuff we can do. Like, obviously, we carry on the main storyline to an extent. We have to actually do a bunch of things before we can actually finish Realm Reborn fully in terms of the patch content. As you have to do Crystal Tower, you have to do the hard versions of some of the primal fights. Specifically E3, Garuda, and Titan. You don't have to do some stuff, but there's, of course, if you do all the different primal ones that are needed to unlock Final Call of Bahamut, then there's that storyline. which involves Alisaie, so, you know, if you want to see her before Stormblood, then that's how you do so. And of course there is the Relic questline, which we can tackle some parts of. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Oh wait, what is that? What is that god-awful smell? It's a corrupted crystal. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. As you see, my supposition was not mistaken. As I see you wanted first to take through Spriggan entrails for your pride. Pardon me. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the watered pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought. One overflowing with our expected Aether. Damn it! Calm down, I jest. Fuck you. It is comprised of Aether-spreaded Aether. Worry not, I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. You about to rule of 4 us, But with that done, better late than never is the quest name, and it is exactly correct known. Oh, beg your pardon, I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, you were trying to keep it for yourself. Oh, there was a message for you from Professor Lambertaint. Something about a man named Marquis. Apparently, Professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. Cuts me that I've yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? Try to reflect purely on me and my research of use for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the Professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Well, anyway, with that done, we can finally go back to Sid on the airship landing. About damn time. We've got a garuda to kill. We need the airship landing. A rare instance of not needing to really do much not really needing to do much on the quest would be... Oh, Sid! Oh, for no, if you're actually here. Ah, I have no ears here. Perfect. I've got the crystal! The repairs and modification have been completed, Chris. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Here you go. I only want some tests to be sure, but this looks exactly what we need. Woo! Worry not. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. Good. This was tiring work. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. And we can grab some gear if you so desire. Oh, fuck this tank gear. Or the money thing. But, I don't know. Maybe the money thing would be more useful for me since I'm doing the whole majory stuff. But now, Lady of the Vortex. Yep, we're going straight to Garuda now. Finally. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Till we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... my happy is better we remain positive. Sid interrupts himself from making us think, oh god, we're all gonna die! Ah! Moment there, a little bit, but anyway. I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. Yep, so it makes sense. Memories is hard to return to, sometimes.
There. She's ready.
Another drink, finally.
Ah, she stirs.
Which is good news, it means that the ship works. That can was open last night, so it's no surprise that it emptied quicker. And so our gallant heroes set forth to face Garuda.
And an audience with the
Back to the snow.
Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
That's not how you say it. Come on, Alfredo, with gusto. You say it like this. Enterprise! Engage! I don't know. Sounds like something you'd like if it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, you'd do like that. If it's an emblem and Fire Engage, you'd have your generic Emblem Engage thing while the wing shines, the bracelet shines. Come on. No wonder your fear gets replaced. In true Final Fantasy fashion, we're now on an airship. Whoopee! To travel our way to a boss. Sid takes off the goggles. Oh, didn't you know he's Darlene in this?
Damn it. Oh, I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Back in original Final Fantasy XIV, stuff occurred. What stuff? I don't recall. Never played the original version.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
Welcome to an echo. But we get a flashback. Behold, a young Sid.
Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Uh-huh. How trendy of you. I mean, like the hair, but
The
still.
young prodigy, admired by all. Exactly like his father.
For the good and the bad. Or just the good. Or just the bad. Never tell. I do
Born
love
and
white
raised
screen.
in Garlemald.
So fun. Getting blinded. Was that box there that I fell off and cracked my head on?
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer.
I mean, yeah.
Had his father not done the same?
I mean, yeah. Sometimes that's a way of being influenced as what you do.
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
Gee, I wonder what could have caused that. Ah,
When did media become
Dalamon.
your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
Good guy Gaius? Take it.
Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius
Never
was just
mind.
another man with an all-consuming obsession.
Behold, the world map. For a time. It's missing a few bits, but oh well.
And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
And of course, Biggs and Wedge. I don't know how this makes any sense whatsoever. I don't know what's going on anymore. But for whatever reason, we're able to astrally project ourselves into this flashback. I guess this is one of the many things Heidelin is able to do, because for whatever reason in this flashback, we're the one that gives him his goggles. Make that make sense?
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
Or maybe it's more of just how we're seeing it.
Eorzea opened my eyes.
I don't.
It was home to so many
The actor
minor
makes no
people,
sense to me.
each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them.
Good for you. And
I
then there
wanted
was
to
that
prove
amnesia.
that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way.
Silly Sid, did you
And it
know
all
that a
began
third
that
way
day
would
when I
mean
found
that
my
you
new
just
home.
side with one side the entire fucking game? Yes, I'm calling Falcom out once again. I think that story narrative of a third faction doesn't make any sense if said faction works with one of the only works with one faction the entire fucking time. But hey, that's enough about Cold Steel 2. I don't like Cold Steel 2 as much. Anyway. Or Cold Steel 4 for that matter. Then again, that one's a little more understandable, because why the fuck would we side with Osborn at any point? Just because we weren't wanting to commit suicide as quickly as
I
the
had
Milmo
forgotten
Arch?
how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky,
The great big
that light.
amount of space
It was
before the
you,
ground that we
wasn't
could
it?
easily fall to our deaths with. So he...
It's surprising
See,
how
this makes
few
even
people
more
know
no
this,
not
but
sense
all
anymore in that
pureblood
sense.
guardians have a third eye.
Because it's like, oh, that light was you, Warrior Light. Technically, we didn't... we... ah...
Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Mayhap. Why, I've always been here to help you, Sid. Because who else would?
The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Yeah.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such
Why,
a burden.
Alphino? He remembers every... well, maybe most things. Probably not everything. Memory can be a bit... bad
I
at times.
remember everything. My name,
Yeah.
my people, and my purpose.
Sid's done it!
Everything.
Whoopee! No more
It will be
amnesia!
rude to keep Garuda waiting.
And it's nice to see a character who is like a major character, at least at the moment in Mum Born, just have an actual proper beard. Can Japan learn that you can have good proper beards and be a good guy, and maybe even in some cases maybe be fucking playable? Or maybe that's a China thing more so in some ways. Yes, that's why I'm still calling her out on it. Why make the guy who has the most glorious beard die horribly, the most horrible death? Like that just sucks. I'm still not forgiving them over that specific version of Senless. Yeah. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, quest for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Oh God, the end is nigh. Nigh is the end. Well, anyway, time to enter Garuda. Just gonna speed one into it, because, yeah. Pardon me. And, there's quite a lot of cutscene here, so probably bad to do this. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? We went from fighting one for everything to another one. Your insolence shall not go unpunished, land walkers. I'm sure there are some people right now that'd be going up to the mic and going, would. Nah. 12 per serve. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Oh, look, it's the Axle. Over there, look. Oh look, it's some goblins. No, kobolds for that matter even, not goblins. And the Anti-Mulder. Mulder and kobold prisoners. But why would the Axel bring them here? A laughing Garuda. Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Foolish mortals, I'm not losing the world heavyweight title to you, and if I did, I'd win it back in a month. Hear you this blasphemy, my children. These landwalkers would bring me low. You, who are bound to crawl upon the earth, should revere me, for I am the wind! Did we not take to the skies and slip your defences? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. So why aren't we fighting on the airship? You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots of your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Ha 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 ha. Oh, such a terrible laugh. Squawk, slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave the axle to us, Chris. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. At least they're actually doing something. Do not fail. Remember, you fight for the scions. For Eorzea. Yeah. The healer shall deal with the big, huge fuck-off bird. That makes sense. This worm would die by my own hand. Come then. I shall grant you that which you seek. Ah! Pain. Misery. And everything's gone a lot louder all of a sudden. Ah, crap! I forgot to give my party crossbows! Shit! I knew I should have made everyone time battle mages! Actually, hang on, Buffy starts with a gun. Why didn't I just keep a gun on him? And so the nightmare that occurs in Final Fantasy XII thankfully doesn't occur here. We do not need to worry about having ranged weapons only to being able to actually fight it. Fierce winds befitting the Lady of the Vortex goes one of the things. Oh, I thought I turned all the fun new stuff down, but this music is louder than I thought it'd be. Maybe it's the headset. Oh, it might be the headset actually. No, that's normal. Right. Garuda starts off normal, just fighting it as it goes. Slipstream has to maneuver, but oh well. And then she's teleported and Minstrel Song where you take cover. And the waves of plumes, which you ideally don't want them destroying the stuff here, because that will end in the bad stuff. And we are level sync to 46, so it means I don't actually have medical tools. Thankfully, it's not too much. Soon you'll see the depths of your folly, mortals. Sure you will. Anyway. Oh yeah, she doesn't do it immediately. Fuck. She does raise a plume a bunch. Sadly, AI DPS doesn't do as good of a job as I would do. Is the Thaumaturge just taking damage? Right, now she's here. Aerial Blast, the Reckoning comes. So, yep. Ow. I already did that one. Oh well. There is no escape, no hope, none! Alright, fine. And now she'll generate a pocket of calm within the storm that will hurt if you go in there, like if you step in here, you're basically going to hurt yourself like an idiot, so don't do that. Really, my job as a healer is just heal. It's actually quite simple. And now a Minstrel Song, where we can't actually dodge it. I know. Quite unfortunate, but thankfully it's not a room area, it's just in front of her kind of thing. Sure, game. I have razor plumes. I can just hurry. And we got to crush our enemies free in the process. How lovely. And there we go. Nets you mobile trophies if you've just done every single dungeon up to this point that you could. No! 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 Haha, you thought we did it? No, we didn't. What? How in the hells? This is my realm! You have no home here! None! None! Did you truly believe you could defy a god, landwalkers? Oh shit. Sorry guys, there's only so many rocks I can throw at a thing before it's clear that I'm just not doing a good job. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the West shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. So long as the Ix will keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Simple enough idea, I guess. Oh, you fuckers, don't do that. Ah, Alvino, Sid! No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. I shall blow them down. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Part of my hair is randomly sticking upwards more. Ah, this bit. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine. I don't know how to say this, but I think we failed horribly. You, landwalker, who dare to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. You stand a better chance at corrupting those two, to be honest. I'm going to be honest here. No! No! I claimed you! You should be mine! Nope. Ah! And this is how we gain the Rin crystal, which we needed actually. That's the last one. So, hooray! What are you? What have you done to me? Hey look, she's weak. Maybe I can throw a stone at her and she'll die. No mortal should possess such power! This is impossible! Well, at least now we're not getting blown apart by the wind. And thus ends the thing. We now need to actually exit the place and, yeah. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
I have a habit of not doing that.
We've done it.
She's still alive, Alphinaud. We kind of need to kill her.
Impossible it is.
Kill you all. Is that all?
Hi, Gaius.
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Defeated by a lousy white mage and his friends.
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy. You
Sid,
look
me
well.
boy.
For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
I'm saying, judging by the sky, I'm not gonna say there's many hours left of said day, so, yeah.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day?
Slaying of a primal, maybe rescuing our friends? I don't know.
Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Yeah, that's a foolish idea. By the Itzel. See, when you've got the power of gun, tends to be that things that don't tend to die a lot easier.
Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Oh yeah, she does.
Oh, Lord of the Inferno, Almighty Ifrit, brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Well, we're boned. Everyone onto the ship. Like, now, Sid, Alphinaud, let's go before we all die horribly. I'm just one simple white mage with a few stones being thrown at people. I do not want to face 3 primals all in one go. Yeah, let's get out of here. Obviously, we're just going to stand here and just watch as things unfold, because it's stupid. Behold, it's Titan and Ifrit! Damn it.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must.
Sid has the right idea for once. We flee. Good idea. Guys can handle all 3 of them.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
However, in the sky at this very moment,
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire.
I don't know what those fine things are called exactly, but Gaius unleashes this thing and just one-shots Ifrit. Fair enough. But against the power of Ifrit, oh dears. What could have been an excellent host fight ends up just being a squash match, god damn it. But then again, it's not that impressive being a Otis of Alpha Academy at this point, so, eh.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda.
Well,
Ancient Alec had ways
it's certainly a way to go
with
about
your
it.
kind. Now, look on their ultimate
It's the
weapon,
best
I
weapon.
and despair.
Copyright, guys from Bazaar, do not steal. The Ultima weapon. Ultimate weapon? Ultima weapon, even. Because, yeah, that's the new stuff. Oh no! Garuda's getting murdered now. Oh, brutal way of killing, actually, in fact. But, regardless, behold! It's now in its strongest form.
Magnificent. It
For now.
exceeds all
Its strongest form
expectation.
in this current moment, obviously. So yeah, this is what we got to deal with now. Oh god. Also, meanwhile, on one of said things is La Blair.
It grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire.
We're all going to die. We're all going to die. And it's all because we can't take on this thing alone.
If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender.
Well, all the sea state leaders are preparing their white flags. Like they're French.
Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
It flies. On its own accord now. So, yeah. How merciful of Gaius to not just murder us at this
What chance
time.
have we against such an ungodly creation?
Oh, about 1 in 2 billion.
And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations.
We didn't prepare for the worst, oh
During
dears.
these past 5 years, how could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
Well,
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts. But that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
somewhere in somewhere. I think that is quite literally
It has
the
been a
answer.
day of unexpected developments. But the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat.
For now, there is the hard version,
While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall,
but that's patch
does mean
content for
that
you.
we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Let's just put all that primal stuff to one side. Let's go
Which
rescue our
just
friends.
leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions.
We need more allies. 100%
All
on
is
that
not
one.
yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Yeah, but if the light goes out, then what can you do about that darkness? And hey, how can there be darkness if we shine a light on it? I wonder how many alpha nodes it takes to screw in a light bulb. Anyways, we do get ourselves planted into Oldar. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Chris. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. Times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. See you in the future there, patch content. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. Almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. But it's sold by evil people, Alphano. We kinda need to destroy it. Reclamation. We're reclaiming it. It is past time that we turn to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be a dishonour to the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Indeed we shall! 1. First pay, 8 ticket. Handedly used at this point. Good old teleportation. Yeah. Right. Let us head over to the Waking Sands, shall we? Hop on over the walls, into the Waking Sands, and into the entranceway. Of course, everything will be in the silent aspect. No one's here. Or at least there shouldn't be anyone here. Behold, no one. All the bodies cleaned up. Couldn't be bothered to put some of this stuff back in a proper sense, but then again, who would want to use this place after all this? And we can even talk to Sid at this point. I had no idea. Can you imagine how you felt when you returned that day? Quite distraught. Tell me, Chris, does all here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? I wouldn't be surprising in the slightest on that one. Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let's proceed into the solar. Yes, let's. And let's grab this woolen tunic for some reason. I don't know. I'm just picking randomly at this point. Cutscene time! Wait! Hi, it's Yida! Who goes there? Now, Yida. Is there any way to greet a friend? Oh, for no! Chris! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Yida. And onto her knees and on and downwards. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. First I knew about it was when I came back and I saw Yida. Church taking care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It's hard to know where to start. Stola hadn't been there to help me. Stola was here too. As we knew, Stola was doing stuff in Limsa when this would have gone down, so makes sense that she was still around as well. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Oldar to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Pablo and Minfilia weren't among the dead. According to the church, Stola thinks they've been taken somewhere. That is in line with what I saw in those echoes. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. What would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be harnessed, can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius is yet to harness. The Echo. Yeah, the Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Algian weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. It means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. A traitor amongst us? No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It's up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Yeah, can I count on you, Yida? What? Oh yes, yes of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Ystola's return. For now, I say we rest. Alright, well, let's just take a quick nap, everyone. Although actually taking a nap makes perfect sense. Actually, we just need to take this moment to just be like, been on my feet way too bloody long.
Here.
Oh, hang on, get out of my head.
Think.
Why does the game keep doing this to me? I like being able to see. Can't rest for even a second, can I? The darkness imprisoning. Oh, fuck. Well, that's not concerning in the slightest. Can we stop blinding me, game, please?
Bringer of light. Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
Hi, Hydaelyn.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
No, foolish Lahabrea, doesn't he realize? Final Fantasy XIV is light. Or whatever, I don't know. Hey guys, Stola's back, yay! Chris, I see you and Alphino are safe. And Sid. Oh, that's pleasant. That we five should meet each other justifies simple explanation. It's as if the benevolent-handed Master Louis Suave guides us still. He will not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know when Minfilia and the others are being held. Ah, that's useful. It's not like I've been saying exactly where we're going to be going at all, or anything like that. Where, pray tell you, Stola? Imperial Stronghold in Heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Yep, Mordona it is. Which is going to be a bit hard for us to get in and out of, actually, to be honest. I'd say this requires us at least a couple of quest lines, to say the least. But regardless, quest complete and we're level 54. It's telling us that we can do more quests that we can't do. Casing the Castrum. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking quest. Oh, pardon me. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defences of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. Now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be... Oh, pardon me again. We may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. Okay, well, between me, you, and Sid, we've got plenty of brain cells. Now, what about Alphino? Okay, between me, you, Sid, and like the one brain cell Alphino seems to have, we've got plenty of brain cells. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portalane of House Dundiri. He is stationed in the observatory in Corvus. Let's go to him and beseech his aid. Oh boy, time to go into the snow again. Might as well use full gun flow. It'll be quicker. It'll be quicker wide from my mount to there than from going to Count Dragonhead. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. I don't actually know. Someone did do an experiment in time, like which would be quicker. And like on foot, because keep in mind that this would be if we're doing the quest case in the Castrum. But even then, maybe not. Like what would be quicker? Going from Gridania to the observatorium, or going from Camp Dragonhead to the observatorium? Like that. Maybe that's the thing that's worth experimenting on. Just like which areas actually would be, for some reason or the other, be actually quicker if you just go from a different place than you'd think. Because we're right here. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Or maybe I saved a little bit of money. Who knows? A Bard's Tale. One. Hello, Portalane. Ah, Quiz, the man who amassed the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? Ah, associate of Y'shtola, but of course Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were a scion of the 7th Dawn. Good. So we don't have to beat around that bush again. Castrum Sentry. What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into Castrum. A Hylian woman, an Elson man, and 2 Lalafels. 1 male, 1 female. Minfilia, Yuyon J, and then Palmer and Tataru. It's good to know that they're where they are. It's them! It has to be! Literally all 4 people that we've pointed out already. It's a scant morsel is of use to you. It may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Corvus. Not long ago, 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Wogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Wogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned, it's Biggs and Reg! Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Chris, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs was given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Ah, crap. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry requires substantial planning and preparation. As such, is an endeavour that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It's likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you best act now. Well, very well then. If, as has been suggested, the Guardians took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. So we can relax for a second, but Biggs and Wedge are not Scions. Those only know all of the Echo. As Lord Portland said, this may provide our own chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Yeah, we're going to make Sid happy by rescuing his friends. Yeah! Meanwhile, Gaius and his band of merry armoured people are in Praetorium, looking at the armour weapon now. It's a fine specimen, this is. Gotta admit. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Widgerton, you depart for Castrum Orchidans at midnight. You will command the western front in Filbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I should carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impotence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to her? I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That'll be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. And that's all that needs to be said about that one. Well, anywho's. Cutting back to us in Corvus, we have eyes on the Empire. Purpose here is to reconnoitre the Guardian activity along Aberleaf's spine. Owing to this, I have the honour of being acquainted with Shitola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emerging landing came to us by way of Desmond Darkhold, situation to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a Nightmare Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. Pray that you will soon be united with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Well, onwards we go, over towards Desmond Darkhold, a dungeon that we don't have to go into. You know, if they really wanted to, they could just put Biggs and Wedge in Desmond Darkhold, make it a dungeon that you have to do, and then boom, more dungeon stuff. But, yeah, I guess they chose not to. For one reason or the other. Stand before Desmond Darkhold. Blah blah blah, place about this. We're not actually here to enter, though. A letter from Lord Portaling. So you come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men captives, by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? And let us pray that they have yet to step ahead of our pursuers. The emergency landing will probably take place near the Orm Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Perimons. He should be able to assist you. Yep, and now we have to go over towards the Orm Vale. Again, they could have actually... Oh, hell, they could have actually done a cheeky thing and have, like, one in Desmond Darkhold and the other in Orm Vale. And force you to do 2 dungeons in very quick succession. While I, for one, wouldn't be too minded by it, but I would also question the decision-making of forcing people into Orm Vale. That is the objective on our hands right now. Do 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 do. Since we're here, we'll hand in this quest and get access to it. Nedrick sent you. Alright, yeah, here's Slowenfeld if you want to do it. Not really, but it's here if you want to do it. Slowenfeld. I'm not doing this one. No, not at the moment, at the very least. It's there, everyone. The Imperial airship. Aye, as I approached the line with my 2 own eyes. Hidden to the line of sight while we just had seen the vessel take to the skies again. But not before we had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barred and there was an air of consternation about them. Let's go for the piece of gold. Footprints in the snow. Look, it's the small one. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. Garlands who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried to open the door to no fell and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large, one small. If you search the area, mayhap you'll be able to follow the prints of their owners. So they tried going into Orm Vale, and thankfully they didn't. Which means now we get to survey. Woo! Random TikTok I saw, and of someone describing a magic mechanic. They said surveil, and then they proceeded to say you could look at the card and then put it on the bottom or top of your deck. That's scrying! You claim to be someone that plays Magic the Gathering, at least say the fucking terms correctly! Surveil is actually quite similar though, and I can understand the muck-up, because you still can put it at the top of your deck or into the graveyard. Which therefore would trigger any effects that occur when the card gets sent to the graveyard from the deck, possibly. Making it sound more like it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card there a little bit, but, you know, sometimes you want to mill yourself. Anyway, our next set of footprints are over here. By God, it takes a while to survey them, doesn't it? And there's no point in me hopping on a mount because the footprints are right here. I might as well just sprint. Then at least then I don't know, not be needing to mount. I don't know. Well, not even that. I'm going to be there right now, actually. There's footprints in the snow. Our friends may very well be dead. Oh, it'll be a shame. More funerals for me to go to. I don't even know what I was trying to sing there. But anyways, it would appear that there is a wedge under the bridge, and now we're going to have to pay the wedge toll. Hello, wedge. I found you, you foolish Lalafell. So cold. I want to go home. Hey, wedge, how you doing? Please don't hit me! I'm not nearly as succulent as I look! It's all skin and bones underneath! I swear! Quick, Chris, it's you! Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garlands just navigated hills like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on invading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster-escaping Gamor. Thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Where's Biggs, then? But Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Ah, the link show. Hi, Sid. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Yep, found Wedge. Tracked down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? It's being pursued. Somewhere. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives to Wedge, he certainly takes care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the dark hole, but have nothing to show for it. Pardon me. Anyway, we know for a fact Biggs headed west. With both Yidder and Shtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Don't I hope? Was that Master Garlon you spoke with? Mm-hmm. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling bad now, Chris. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Yeah. Right, let's get out of this bridge. Onwards we go to a different part of the area. See, they're going to the Boulders Down area. We're actually doing things here now. Level 44 quest. So we're getting closer. We're ever getting closer. Talking to this NPC here is our end goal for the quest. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? This. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Yeah, apparently I've caught a chill too. Somehow in real life. Ah, my ear. Oh, no, I'm serious actually. This is now just... Ugh. Hate it when it happens when you're trying to blow your nose and what you end up doing is you end up fucking your ears up. Come and warm yourself by the fire. Bring your hot broth. Ah, nice hot beverage of some caliber. How are you feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for you, friend. Just plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Yeah, but some god keeps speaking in my head whenever I do. It's impossible to rest. How many tissues do I have left in this packet? Oh, not many. Okay, gotta keep that in mind. Anyway, Tony the Wedge gives us monumental hopes. He's gravely worried for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with garlands on his heels. He lured the enemy away from my sake, and now he's suffering for it. Hate to have to rely on you again. But do you think you could search for Biggs? I have the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe the people here have seen something. Well, let's ask then. A Bogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I made the suggestion only because your friend seems like the selfless sort. Rather than join the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Mayhaps. Let us go and investigate. Just around the corner. No, seriously, there's no way that he managed to somehow go past the tower with a bunch of garlands and somehow no guard at the tower would be like, how weird, Imperials. Welcome to an area where you do not AoE attack under any circumstances, you fools. Look at all the plasmoids. You'd be foolish. The foolish fool, foolishly being the fool. As you are. But free revenants do happen, so you might be inclined to AoE attack them. Do keep out their AoEs. Behold the action through the ice. POV, you're in that one trap in Saw 3. Help! Help! Actually, thinking it through, in Saw 3, Jeff's trip through the area would have been so much quicker. He just went, no, I don't forgive you, walks off. Or even just waits and just like, yeah, die. To all of them. It's just like, yeah. It would be a little bit more easier. But then that wouldn't be a narrative for the character. Yeah, well. Were you able to learn anything? Nope. Not in this area. Well, that sounds reasonable, seeing as he was trying to lure the guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Somewhere in the... not last one, but the one before that thumbnail? No. Notorious Biggs! Yes, we get the reference. Square. Bravo. Can't give up. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry! Big's chances of survival go slimmer by the moment. Well, thankfully there are other people in this tower we can, I suppose, ask. Not sure how helpful they can be, but, you know, we can ask them nonetheless. My God, this is a long way up. Whee! Hello, person. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found round here in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Detherin Pass, southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. Well, I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit. It is surely better than worrying and idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Well, as opposed to going off the roof. Basically, he's telling you, don't be an idiot and jump down. Well, anyways, if you excuse me, I'm going to be an idiot and jump down. Whee! Ow. The foolishness of me being the fool today. Ow. I don't know what makes it hurt more, what makes it hurt less. Well, anywho, making our way here, and oh, would you look at that? It's big, surrounded by Imperials. Don't mind me, just a white mage passing by. Oh, a weird white mage passing by. Okay, they don't suspect me in the slightest. Anyway, hello, Ystola and Yida. We're here to help. Do not persist. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, tinhead? Oh, that's them fighting words. Ah, Chris, it's well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Yida, that's not... Yida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! Apparently she needs to be commanding us now, but fair enough. Halt! 2 healers and a DPS are here to stop you. He's not alone! Kill them all! And now we fight. You foolish fools, deciding there to be multiple of you, I shall holy you to death. Haha! Now, unfortunately, it turns out that they have a bunch of things here to ruin our day. I should probably fight the one that's going to hit out. Oh shit, yeah, another group spawn. Fuck. More than a conducive to merriment. Next time you do, have a care of what you wish for. Yeah, this is a little painful because there's just a load of them. Biggs is certain that this is the last of them. However certain he may be, who knows. Right, there we go, that solves that one, which means now it's just the Decurion and the Sagittarius. There we go. We did it! Hooray! My thanks. Another moment, and I would have. Oh, there go my liver's blood. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower is just to the south. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. You and I shall bear him there with all haste. Good. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. As at some point, daytime has occurred. Yay! But hey, you know, thankfully, unlike the referential humour that comes from the quest name, thankfully, Biggs is alive. Phew. Yawning. Excuse me on that one. A little bit. I cannot thank you enough, Chris. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life, and you say Freddy's too, Chris. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. It's fine. And in comes through the doors, but Sid. Biggs, Wedge, God, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me on the way of the Breaking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? Enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. Must have been awful. That's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming. Huh? I myself have asked the same question that day. When I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted naught a missing horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics used of the kind by the Ascians. Carry on. That would make sense. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. Can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of the Imperial stronghold. Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a entertainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. Yeah, it'll do. That's all I have to do then. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for it felt like years, but it was probably moons or maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us, put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Goldenmore. Much to our dread, we knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. In the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Yeah, and then we were there for the rest of it, so... Yeah. Ooh, pardon me. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Big's handiwork. Like as not, you were always resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. A bit of joyousness before the, well, what we'll have to be dealing with. Chris, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It seems I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Man, everyone keeps owing me so much lately. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Philly and the others still want for rescue. Oh wait, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! I want to join the Ironworks. So for that matter, I'm off to become a machinist. Someone in Ishgard, let me in. Well anyway, come into my castrum. That was not a suggestion, that was an order. Come on in. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minphilly and the others. God knows we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us reconvene at Reverence Toll in Mordona. To get places any to prepare, and better than most, the road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Indeed, we'll just ride there, save us the gill. But we'll now head into Mordona, where for a good chunk of the rest of this content will be. Outside of the actual end fights, we'll be in Mordona for a while now, and then, because then we'll actually go to North Farland after that as well, because that's the last area that there is to be. So yeah, not much left of Realm Reborn as a whole in terms of the base content. Ooh. 14 parts. Maybe 15 if my body decides to just leave its mortal realm again. Who knows? On that front. But the point being is that, man, the base content took us a bit. You can see an actual proper archer, because they're not going under the ground and being a Lalafell. Seriously, I will judge all Lalafell archers the same if I catch sight of them at the moment, just because I've seen way too many of the bots. Or or hackers, for that matter. Anyways, now we are here in good old Mordona. Let's talk to Snathborn and get to work in this area. Well met, friend. What brings you to Reverence Toll? We're looking for the scions. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. Stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armoured patrols seen about the perimeter round the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alive to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minphilly and others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Get you off the team. Aye, has been good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of magic armour, and impeccable timing. Heh, that's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Yolmund. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. No doubt that he wants to be of aid. You and I should go to reconnoiter Guardian activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to before combat before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Chris. Let's do this. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, Yida, there are times when you're not infused. I'm nothing if not infused, Tola. You're beginning to remind me of Palplamo. Maybe that's because Palplamo ends up hanging around Yida a lot more, so knows a lot more to do with how Yida acts. Oh well, looking for Glormont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Hey, you're looking against Castrum Country? You need my help? Something tells me we're going to get along just fine. Getting even with Goldmold. So your friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Slathborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got to sail with the Imperials, and I've never passed on an opportunity to get back at the Horsens, but enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity's right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. Can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of doubt that your friends is where you think they are. Don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach the sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the moleballs, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be that you can eavesdrop on some of the happening within. Once we know for certain your friends there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. I'll get going, and Godspeed. Indeed, it shall be a speedy solution. Let's make our way there. Forwards! What is the blue crest we can see actually over here? Simply to die for. A dying later one. And various other crests are around, of course, and there's a level 50 just talking around quest which requires us to have Disciple of Hand requirement, which we don't have because we haven't bothered with that stuff. That's another thing we can do actually within the patch content. Work on, say, maybe a Disciple of the Land and maybe start crafting some things. That's the thing. Final Fantasy XIV, there's so much we can do level 50 and beyond in terms of the actual main story quest line. Because that's the thing. Heavensward doesn't open up too much, at least initially. Stormblood will probably is the same case, and Shadowbring. But there's always more things that are unlocked once you've done the base content. The raid stuff. Any of the dungeons that are 50 plus. Anything that's relic related, the Hildebrand quest line is another thing actually we can do. Oh god, I'm going to have to try and figure out how to draw Hildebrand for when we do decide to do that. But you know. Anyway, doing a bit of investigation and Chigoes! 4 of them to be exact. And I can just keep stunning them. Until it has no effect. Fuck. Well, anyway, that's all sorted. Now, let us go and eavesdrop. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. Lovely. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Addison gets my nerves miserable. Every time he opens the mouth, it's only to spell gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribuna so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses a mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the Beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well, try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Well, that's proven. Why did I just chill free? That was not the thing I wanted to do. I wanted to go on my unicorn. Back to Reverence Toll for us. Morbals. Such ugly fellas. And they are want to have a mouth big enough to be able to fit me in. All nice and cozy. The 10 levels above, yet we're aggroing. Whoopee! But, I'll just run ahead. If I stop to fight every little thing, ugh. All day. Got quests to do. People to save. Garlands to maybe murder. I don't know. I'm surprised I've talked as much as I have been able to, actually. I would have thought that my mouth would have decided, nope, nope, none of that. How dare you. Thankfully not. Anyway, Alpha, no! I've got news! Just good to see you again, Quest. I've come to understand you've conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what have you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Cashram Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were filled, Sid to the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Alright, Sid, what's the plan? Good work. As I've already told you, we applied out a course for the rescue. Just of it is unchanged. We desire ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Gloomont is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Quest. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Indeed, we shall not. While Glimmer goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials wanted to discover they were short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put up a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon epic lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to employ the self-same energy. Making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmids are drawn to the lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Fair enough. We actually also get another quest! That's right, 2 main story quests at the same time, by Jove! Acting the part. Clean the wax out your ears now, because it's something I want you to do by way of preparation. Plans to have you enter custom sentry or decked out in Imperial duds, but disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You've got to act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impression is everything, as they say. I could teach you to salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to custom sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Indeed we can. Right, so yeah, we've got 2 quests now. That's lovely. Both in this direction. We have no reason at the moment to head in this direction other than the various quests that happen to be here. And Keeper of the Lake at a later point of dungeon stuff, but also Crystal Tower for when we have to do the Crystal Tower raid. It's quite simple really. Behold, a raid. Behold, dungeons. Behold, an area that hasn't got an override, so you'll be going to and from Reverend's Toll essentially. And that's about it really. Modona does have an entryway to Northern Farland from here, but you're not going that way. That'll be not. So anyway, let's head over here, do Acting the Part, then we can head back up here, do this bit, and then head back into Reverend's Toll with everything that's done and dusted. Simple objectives. Fee for fine debtor, as there's a voluptuous Vivian. And a mud puppy has decided to attack us. Lovely. Come on. We have done it. We've made it around the Imperials. Let's go and look and see how they salute. Ah, crap. 2 people were right here waiting for us. Ooh, I've been stunned. Die, you Decurions! Die! Ooh, stunned again. You cannot proceed! Oh. Now we can. And we see how they do it. Nothing to report, sir. Yes, it's like... We have received an anomalous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. So now we know how to do it. Simple as. So anyway, you totally could right now, although the gameplay wise, just be like, screw this shit, I'm coming for you, and head into custom sentry like this. See, we're in here. Gameplay wise, me trailing around on a unicorn, this does nothing. We 360. Ooh, that looks more like a 540. Oh, yeah, two rotations. Woo! Well, anyways, back upwards we go. Boing, boing. Ah, you thought I was gonna turn? Woo! Woo! Whoa! 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 Anyway, it's time for us to take readings of these locations, as it were. Just got to do this 5 times all around this place. Anything to disrupt the power of a radio. And we can tell with the purpley one that we're going to be finding some plasmoids. Maybe even this Nyx if we're not careful. Okay, this is just quicker. I apologize. Ah! I'm the one blinding the screen today. Woo! There we go. Right, it's a singular plasmoid. And the last one we need to do a reading on is up here. Do I not have pet on here? I don't think I have pet on here at all. What the hell have I done to not have it on there? No wonder I haven't been able to pet things. Like, should probably be in like that. So then I can pet Fat Cat. Yeah. It's a good Fat Cat. Yeah, I go out my front door. God damn it. I go out my front door yesterday and there's a cat, right, that's just real friendly. It just comes up to me, starts rubbing its head on my leg. Give it a nice pat and then have to tell it to not jump into my bins. Bad idea. Jumping into my bins. Anyways. Glamormont, we have the thing. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take a word for it. We have learned Imperial Salute. Meanwhile, while we're handing that in, we're just like, yeah, we did it. We can now pretend to be an Imperial a little bit more than others. I better get onto my emote things. We'll be needing to do it. Actually, I should probably get my Serpent Salute onto a hotbar as well, actually, while I'm at it. There we go. Anyway, we have now another quest here. Dressed for Conquest. You are called Christopher. Yes, I've heard of your plight from my friend Glum. As a fellow veteran, the son of Eorzea, both I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. If you are more prudent, I believe to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. Fortified area before Castrum Sentry never likes for Imperial patrols. It will not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team. Big Spurgeon yourself. When you have what you need, please stand here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Pardon me. So yeah, we've got that sorted out, and since we're here, pardon me if I didn't say that already. You have the readings, excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Here you go. 4 these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have the need of their power. My thanks, Chris. And we now have to go and do Dressed for Conquest. I have an excellent idea. Since I will be just your humble Imperial White Mage, and we've got the armor on, they wouldn't be expecting a Red Mage. They would be expecting a Red Mage to maybe be doing something with said armor. Yeah, Yeah? No. I'll stick to White Mage. We'll consider changing classes at all. See, that's another thing. I could do like maybe not partied streams and maybe not even playlisted of just me winding a class up to 50. I could. Like I could run around areas, see what quests I didn't do, grab them, do them, that sort of thing. That would get experience, I would get stuff done. That would also clean up a lot of stuff. There's all the hard mode versions of dungeons. I'm curious as to what I'm gonna do in the future beyond Realm Reborn space content, actually. That I'm gonna end up just doing out of either I just decide to do so, or if I just end up focusing only on the main story more so for a while. I don't know. There's so much you can do. Oh, and there's Blue Mage. I keep forgetting about Blue Mage. But to be fair, Blue Mage is his own thing. I feel like that's a very much a Chris grabs Blue Mage stream, where I do that, level it up a bunch, try and get as many blue spells as I can on my own accord. As some of the spells are tied behind dungeons. So anyway, Just for Conquest is quite a simple quest. We just murder a bunch of the 5th cohort that's out here and obtain the helms and the uniforms until boom, we've got enough. So this quest is actually really simple. Really, really simple. Pardon me. To be fair, actually, yesterday I was very much in and out of sleep. Oh, sorry. Right, that should be everything, and off we go. Back to Everyone's Toll. See, this is the simple way that it has to go. Good to be bud. Maybe it was born to be a bud. Born to be your bull. Down, 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 down. We make our way to the place that we hand everything in all the time at this stage of the game. There's not much more we can do other than flee from the Nixes. Actually, I could kill them. They're level 44. 10 levels higher. Just, make our way back to this barrier. Actually, yeah, let's go in here, simply to die for. Who has that quest? This person. What does this quest even require us to do? Just a venture I was hoping to say, do you know the blacksmith of Ingenulf? He's quite an accomplished craftsman. Oh, okay, so that's so it's just simply a quest you hand in. You have random normal quests. Because we don't have access to hard mode stuff just yet. It gives us a couple more dies to use, I guess. Right, anyway. How to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes, we damaged, as I expected. In the present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are likely to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Ingenulf at the time of forging Rena's house, the splendid should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. Hey! Sent word ahead, which is good. Which means off we go, and someone summoned a carbuncle up on the fucking top of the thing. What the fuck? That carbuncle was just up there for some reason. Welcome to the Diamond Forge. Which quest is going to be autoed on this one? Can't you see I'm thinking loud? Off with you. Elle sent you, did she? Suppose she just happened to mention me contract with Marina, eh? Thought she'd be selling me vintage gear. No, this is the other one. Oh, a bunch of dialogue for... Oh, we can now trade with Kakalan. Oh, okay, that's the point of that one. So we get either Coral Pink, Amethyst Green, or Rotunda Blue. We'll go for Coral Pink. So that quest gave us access to here, which gives us artifact equipment. Huh. So we can augment the artifact equipment stuff. Huh. Interesting. Don't know why I'd do that, to be honest, but hey, you know. Ah, so you're the adventurer Sark Malok sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got. Just say you. Just say yeah. Just say other things other than ye. But that's enough about the Tamas. The Tongas. I see. Ah, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for ye. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malok a favour too. Took good old care of Ingonoff back in the days before I fell in the old arena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Was there someone like that to end up in the life he did? But I suppose he always felt the adventurous life calling him. Here I go, babbling on. When there's work to be done, just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Ingonoff will have your gear looking good as new. Yeah. Oh, as good as it can be. This shirt, the front bit just loves dipping downwards. I don't know why. And there we have it. Won't do ye much good in battle, mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malok my regards, will ye? Woo! Some uniforms have been obtained. We know how to salute. Now we just need that magic armor. In which case, that's more Sid's area of expertise. And then we can do all the Bordeaux stuff. Away. Maybe there will be maybe this will get split into part 15, and part 15 will be all of the Praetorium and Castrum stuff that happens after this. Who knows? I don't know yet, to be sure. Have you had the uniforms and hells repaired? Indeed we do. Yes, these will serve brilliantly. The great Ingonoff never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fall even a Legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Thus you fear that the Garlands may detect your foreignness. Foreigners in fact form the great part of the Garland invasion force in Eorzea. See, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me where I say I am but another humble adventure, one who decides only to act in the best interests of the realm. Alright, fair enough. And Glenwood has another request for us of fool me twice. Shame on you. Or shame on me, possibly. Who knows? Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally had to find a suit of Maritech armor. Now from what I've seen, Cashman said he deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near when it's told. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out on their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a little bit of false information, told them the insurgents had the signs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start sending more patrols than we have up till now. What you do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use the smoke signal here, pinched fresh from the Imperial Scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper, simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, hey? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Yep. We shall now have to go over to an Imperial Centurion that happens to be over in this direction. Then we'll run back, so yeah, it's a 2-on-4 again. Lovely stuff. So I have no interest in like doing a playthrough of World of Warcraft because yeah, you'll be over leveled really quickly and then you're into the expansion real quick and it's just like yeah, not because of the quickness but because it means that you're not going to stay in an area for long to do the quest, and depending on how quickly you get experience, some areas are just never going to be explored. There's way too many areas in the game because they squished the level. Of course they fucking did. Boing, boing, boing. Hopefully without attracting too many mud puppies, because they happen to be nearby. Behold, the Imperial Centurion. I put the salute here, so I give you a salute. Ah, one of our covert operatives. This is if you don't wear the armour. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say. Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. So all go a while, use your smoke signal to call us. Of course, sir. So you don't have to put the armour on, thankfully, but yeah, it's simple enough. Charging on the dirt. This unicorn hasn't had any maintenance needed. The power of your mounts. How much money do we have? We have 111,000, which means maybe I can take a look at some of the mounts on the board and see which ones could I grab. There might be some fun ones there. Destination! Oh. There we go, trying to do a thing at the same time as that. Fool me twice. It's a duty, and finally, we're getting level synced to level 50, meaning we now have access to everything we desire to on our kit of our class. Outside of anything that requires a mechanic that we don't get until we get to Heavensward. Hope don't make me joining, seeing as we are seizing a advanced weapon, we afford gifts to be on hand. That is helpful. Ah, there she is. Oh, there's the smoke signal. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Let's make an example of these insurgents. And so, with Sid's help, let's holy all these guys to death. Keep hitting the Reaper till it stops moving. Well, yeah, first we focus on the foot soldiers, then we concentrate on the Reaper. Ideally, we shouldn't stand in the way of the AoEs. Hostiles detected! Engaging! It's not easy being an engineer. Just spam that. That did the trick. Darn it, the assault arm is going into overdrive. For failure of life, stay out of sight. Oh, never mind, we killed it. We did it! We win! At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing the Lord could give Chocobo in the beak. It does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Ah, crap, we get the one and only defective model, because of course we fucking do! Ah! Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, that's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. Alright, so we've got to deal with the smoke. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. No, pardon me. Huh? Aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken the blow. I expect we're dealing with a faulty part. Damn it. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, mumble, in-cart Chocobo. I heard that. That's swearing. While I'm streaming. How bloody dare ye? A hall has been set aside for our use in Reverend's Toll. That's good news. This is where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Chris. Alright then. We've done a good job. Now it's time to repair this thing so we can make our way into Customs Entry and rescue our friends. I was to get the shot from the quest thing. Good old throwing of a Lalafell. Lalafells are tiny and therefore very eatable. Just open a window and go whee! And then they go flying and splat onto the ground and then you realise, oh yeah, shit, they can't fly. Time to run away before they look for me for the murder. Anyway, we spawn back in Nyx's stomach, or rather the season of Fenrir is just not having to worry about, actually, because, wait, You talk to it, then the fate starts. That's sort of logic. So anyway, we don't have to worry about that next anyway. Woo! Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Up, back to Everett Store we go. Actually, I might save the money, because if we want to do the Relic quest, then I'm going to need a specific weapon, and we could either spend an A stage getting the crafting up, but no, it's not one. The Magic Armor, then the others took it inside. Go on and join them. Avner just now stands around in Weather's Toll. He doesn't really do anything at this point. It's kind of useless, really. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Weeper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structuring sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. Needn't worry though, Bidge and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvellous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. And we do get a better weapon, fucking finally, as well, in the process. Level 45 weapon coffer. And we get an Eagle Crested Round Shield in the process. Oh, it's actually not as good as Dryad's Cane. Ah. 9 Vitality, 7 Mind, 13 Piety to 12, 11, 12. And the shield gives 3 Mind, 11, so 3 plus 7 is 10. And the 9 plus whatever. 9 plus 4 is 13. Technically it would be better in that sense, but oh yeah, but then again it gives us piety. That's what we want. So 13 piety to that 12. Does this give piety? No. And that's the difference maker. Darn. Every little thing she does is Magitech. Players are proceeding at pace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the mechanism's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty, which is certainly ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to any replacement here in Moderna, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Alright, Wedge, where have you? As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. Thought about having you appropriate more Weepers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Custom Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. Substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automatron. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is someone to go to Olda and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No, well, they typically cost something in the order of, I hope you don't mind paying the bill. It's for a good cause. Damn it, Wedge! Do I look like I've got money? Quick, I better go and spend it all on the market board. Because I clearly don't. Look at my wallet. It's empty. You see how empty it is? Well, there's no wallet. Exactly! That's how empty it is! Anyway, my worries of having no money aside. I'm poor. Sue me. Actually, no, don't sue me. I'll lose horribly. I can't afford lawyers. One trip to the Goldsmith Guild is for us, and to talk to the Guildmaster Serendipity. So there, come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garlon Ironworks. Taking the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. You know, if I notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Hey! I'm relegated to manservant? God damn it, Alphino! Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. Goldsmith Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. God damn it! Now I'm a slave. Anyway, let's just teleport back to Mordona and be done with this. It looks like some people are hard at work in the Goldsmith Guild. Whoopee! God, they need someone to smith the gold. Anyways, onwards, back into the place we just were. Well, Edge, here's the Mammoth Heart. Do you have the Mammoth Heart? Can't wait to see if it works. Well, here it is, and you're gonna have to pay me back. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. Must have cost an emperor's ransom. No, apparently we're slaves to Alphonode now. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphonode. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right on in there. While Wedge goes about fisting an armoured weeper with this Magitech thing. There, she's ready. Magitech armour, engage! I cast Fire Emblem. I have to say engage in such a stupid way. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. One repairing of the thing that we just repaired later, and it stirs to life. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and purr for her paces. Chris, would you care to do the honours? Well. Behold. Even this I didn't draw. I drew so simplistically. This is what I drew essentially, but let's face it, I made it so it looks more more painful than it could be. Up into the pirate's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No, pardon me. So, yep, we're now in this. Just gotta take it up there. Boing, 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 boing. Well, good news. It doesn't break apart by me jumping. No nonsense movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north. Quick as you can. Alright. Trying to not draw aggro from any nixes while we're in this. Leg joints absorbing all impact roll instant. Excellent. Please make your way back. Alright. And that will be that for us widing it. No need for us to wide it. Beyond this point. Besides, I have my unicorn. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. You're welcome. As a summary of my findings, the drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, provided it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cause servo only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their senses as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Welcome. Click. And into a duty we go. Daft desert felt. I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? Something? Anything? Who knows? On that front. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pirate would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an arduous task at the best of times, and wholly impracticable during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garland technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's ends, Chief. Just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Ugh. Better work. Going back to the Sylph then. Imperials! They come for the armor! Well, we should have expected this. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper! Taken by the traitor Garlon! And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks! Call for reinforcements! The hells you will! We've located the stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! No matter if we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Ah, big drilly thing. Bloody elves. Chris, protect the armor at all costs. Well, I mean, usually I only heal living things, but hey, you know, might as well heal this as well. So this Equus goes marching right towards the Magitech Reaper. There we go, defend. Oh no you don't, you stupid cohort like Aquarius. Oh, and there he goes down, the Secutor now goes that way. I'm just gonna put regen on Sid because he's being an idiot. Well, just this Vanguard and we should be done with this dude. A simple one. Very simple. There we go. Bash around a little bit more. Yeah! Woo! We did it! Yippee! Ah! It stirs to life! Chief, look! She moved! Ah, now she dares to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Indeed it is. There, the finishing touch. Yeah, let's put a symbol on there of the Garland Ironworks and wonder why they might immediately we just take one step. Hang on, a Garland Ironworks thing! Those fuckers! And yeah, the Mammoth's Heart is definitely the thing that's making it be more the way it is. Server mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to death. Remind me not to install a Mammoth Heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new, as we are as prepared as we like to get. Which means, escape from Castrum Sentry. We gotta get in there and then leave. Simple enough. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. No, I'm ready. Glumont, you came! I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. It's the least I can do for the fine men and women what about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. Trust me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? Nah, but I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. Quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really, truth be told. Part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel, and if I was to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. Sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too. Pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And the Imperials came and took her away when Alamigo fell. Another Alamigo, eh? They put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labour, while my mother and sister were forced to do worse. They hid from their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew. And the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, so I hatched a plan to get us out of the sea. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, My mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clamped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, but at that time I got away. Swore then I'd get my revenge on the Empire. Became an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since gone by and what I've achieved. Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. Give us too much credit, Glormont. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that in any road? Do you've got your friends back? You're planning on going off the Empire? Don't pretend you ain't. Helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped starve off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that will satisfy you. If you wish to strike back the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afraid I must decline. So I get revenge of the Empire 'tis too, but I long since realised that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some that call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. Pretend and scheming, you see, not swordplay. Hoping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Walga give you strength. We'll try. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call the Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Big, Wedge and I will lie in wait east of Custom Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Well, I mean, I've proven that in gameplay-wise, we could actually just do so anyway. We could just hop on in without the disguise, but obviously that's not how that works. So, onwards we go. We don't need to put on the disguises as we're making our way through. Thankfully, the amount speed increasement we got from handing in the previous quest means that we will be making our way there a lot faster. Whoopee! Boing, 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 boing. This is best just not remove your clothing until you've made it to the area where you need to go. Oh, of course there's a fate ongoing, and yeah, there's usually a mud puppy literally right by it, so hope we don't accidentally draw attention to ourselves. Where the fuck are the Imperial things? Oh yeah, it's just the top and the head. I'm an idiot. I was thinking it looks a bit weird to be honest, but hey, you know. Good news, we're getting to the cutscene before anything tries attacking us at this point, that's good. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial black and crimson, but now it's not time for jests. I should be wearing some better trousers, shouldn't I? Let's review the infiltration plan. Custom Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alfred and I will create the diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Alfred and I prove less distracting than hoped, they will contact you via link pole. Be ready to be a hasty retreat. Once again, throwing the Lalafell into the machine. Not sure if that's the wisest plan, but hey, you know, Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Alright, we won't be suspicious then. Oh, at least you wonder, Yidda and Shatola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they would linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event Alphino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of the Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be disappointed, they did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless if memory serves. Wise words. Meanwhile, Yidda and Shatola doing something more reckless than what we're doing. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Chris. May the 12 keep you. Alright, fair enough. Onwards we go. Yes, I'm just a resident Imperial White Mage, just wearing Mystic. Huh. And we make it in to Custom Sentry. Meanwhile...
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
And when Minfilia is no longer useful to you, you just kill her, right? Poor Minfilia. Not sure if that kick was necessary, but eh.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all.
That was like a brief
concerned,
second.
You leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Poor Minfilia. Ah well. Nonetheless, let us try and commit our rescue. We just gotta perform an imperial salute to people. Tis all. Oh my apologies, didn't notice you that. So engrossed was I in my task, you'd be engrossed too. But had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported? What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Signs of the Seventh Dawn, counted by Tribunus herself. Don't believe me? Have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Well, thanks for telling us exactly where they are. But we still need to salute some others. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Orcotons, are you? Welcome to Cashton's entry, engineer. What, prisoners? Ah, you had the rumours, yeah. Then, yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. If someone here to work, not Gorse, but Eorzea's defeated heroes, now show a bit of enthusiasm or I'll have you reported. Ah, yeah, okay. And there's one last one over here near Biggs. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean. Huh? Is that about blonde? Goodness, no! It's the Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Do I want to suggest where this person may go onto the internet to look at pictures of Tataru? No, I won't dare suggest it. But if you know ways, you know ways. And also at the same time, yes. Anyone who's not a Lalafell falling in love with a Lalafell. That doesn't sound creepy at all. Well, anyways, we need to now go over back this way to the Centurion. I am forever cursed with internet knowledge, and I hate it. Oh well. What's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you there? The Tribunus behests, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my Lady Wolf. Take my identification key. See that it's returned when your errand is concluded. Yay. Man, that was easy. You would think these people would do better than this. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Oh, look what I've got here! The special key needed! Doop! Hey, look, we did it! Well, something wrong that needs the helmet, but then again it's a Tokyo Pacific one, so maybe we used up the material. Why did I just do that? Okay, so while I was talking, I just randomly just a good grasp of my balls there, just and just the one. Ow. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, don't hit yourself in the balls randomly like that. Anyway, we should ideally re-equip our gear now. We're going to be heading into a duty that's going to require us to be in our gear. If we're not in our gear, then we're going to be sorely mistaken for thinking that we'll be managing to do this duty in the proper manner. As you know what, this ain't a stopping point, but I do need the toilet outside of the whole bull punching I just did, so I'll be back in a minute. And we're back. Wrong headset on all of that. Just quickly just turn on the phone there a little bit. Right. So yeah, there's a duty for us to be doing just within the field over here. I understand why you have to do like the main scenario quest with class quests, because, pardon me, something like White Mage, we need to be able to go into Ishgard to do most of them. If memory serves me correctly, we need to go be able to get into Ishgard for quite a few things there. But anyway, no! Menfilia in the west. Oh, thank goodness, they're safe. Oh, we did it. We found them. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. Found my friends, I swear, I'll have to take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Well then, good old fireball to all four of you then. Wait, hold on, they still have their weapons? You idiots! Oh, poor Tataru. No. Tataru! We must do something! We risk letting the entire custom know we're here. Yeah, but it's the best plan we've got at the moment. Aye, you're right, we may not get a bad chance. It's either now or... Oh. This is the third squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? Gilberts will have left the trail. Take as many as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Hey guys, it's us with the Reaper. What the? Strike my last! Eliminate the intruders! Right, so you guys take the aggro. I gotta go and free some people. Like, no, I'm quite literal. That's literally what we need to do. We need to be able to untie these ropes. As you can see, it takes a little bit of effort. And gets interrupted because of the fucking fucker here. I would have unfreed you, but the fucking signifier's bullshit, I swear. And ideally we need to do so before Biggs and Wedge die horribly, because they will die. Thankfully we dodged that overpower, otherwise we would have suffered greatly. Right, so thankfully this bit, we managed to do it, which is good. Mostly. We've got more enemies spawn. No, you fools! You guys get bad by me! Aggro me! I'm blinding everyone! Oh, for fuck's sake, I need to kill the fucking Medicus so they're healing. Right, that dealt with. There we go. I must say, maybe we should untie everyone, at least then maybe they can at least, I don't know, throw themselves at an enemy. I don't know. Point being though, we did it! We freed them all! Yay! Chris, I was so scared! Oh, poor Tataru. No. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed, but thank you. Share to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, do you not see Thancred anywhere? Beginning to fear for the fellow. No, they would be with you. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away. The window to our liberty closes shut. Indeed. Well, the front door's probably locked. Meanwhile, outside, what did you say? Escaped? Then we capture them all. Fail and I shall have your head. And what have we here? Why, it's just Tola. The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of a woman, Yida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. True enough. Accursed scions, how do you slip past our defences? With unexpected ease, if truth be told, there chanced to be a commotion outside the customs walls which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Instead of just being polite, that was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scolded and missed the fight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat-catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sasgenius. Oh wow, a stick and some fists. Oh, just you who led the way on the Waken's hands? You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture? You killed our friends! We'll never forgive you! What Yida said. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Take you to your guard. Oh look, allies of her to have. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it, Yida with me. Well, it was an attempt at least. Fancy flip. After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are! Fan out and surround them! Ah, crap. Well, we didn't actually make it that far, actually. Well, time for us to do some protecting. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in! See everyone to safety! No, Wedge! Don't do it! Well, he's dead. Guys, we got a pressing concern over that way. Oh no, Chris, hold them off. Hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Right, yep. Me, Papamo, and Yuri and Jay will be able to deal with this, I guess. 3 mages, I guess. We are really needing a tank. All units to emergency stations. Do not let them escape. No, I should probably deal with medicals first. That way they can't kill. Thankfully, the only health bars to care about at this point now is Palpamo's and Yuri on Jay's. Shielded by energy is not its own. Whatever generated shield must be near. Find it, Chris. It's not even that way. Ah, crap. Yeah, the way that this works is I have to now go around looking for a generator. There it is. And the signifier that comes with it. Maybe I should have gone Red Mage for the purposes of this duty. Oh well. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll storm the place. We'll storm Castro with Red Mage or something. I don't know, actually. Part of me wants to play Red Mage, but also at the same time, I just... Like, the idea initially was, I'm going to heal my way through Eorzea. You know, play a game that I've played a bunch of already, but not all of it. Because, you know... But then again, as I've said a while back, I like healing. It's a shame when the people decide to get you killed, but then, you know... Ah, crap! Additional ones! Now we need to make sure that the others 2 are now actually able to be murderable. Sadly, this requires us killing the signifiers in the process. Well, that's one of them, and the other one will be I'm going to generate first this time around because those two have had their work cut out for them for a bit. There we go. Oh no, I don't want to take the drop. Holy power! A 5th cohort Optio spawns alongside a Magitech Colossus. You're not getting away! Bring forth the Colossus! What in the hell's a new design? Have care! Hank, failure, or whatever, so helpful that. Where the unknown foe? Master Colossus, is it? More like a colossal waste of iron, no! Anyway, with that murdered, the duty is complete, and now we get to go through some cutscenes. Oh, we dropped some frames out of it. Huh. Interesting. Well, not really. It's not all that interesting, to be fair. No, pardon me. Ah, crap, a bunch more. Including one in red. Nah, let's not go for the safety of the bridge. Let's go to the cliffside. Well, we've done it. We're surrounded. What idiotic moves of us. Well, anyway,
Take the leader. Kill the rest.
Well, any of us that's able to fight might as well stand in front. But their plan was to shoot at them all and take the leader alive, but like, Minfilia would have been shot in the crossfire of the bullets, you idiots. Thank you, Stola.
Pray, forgive us our delay.
Thanks for the assist, Yida.
Papalymo, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Do you know how much filler and Corvus there was?
It's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Mm-hmm.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
And outgunned, and we're standing by a cliffside, so our only way out of this may be either trying to fight through it all or that. And abandoning your weapon.
You
Idiot.
ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell.
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
How painstakingly British. And it's proof that if, say, a different company, if other companies just wanted to just not bother with America in the slightest, they could just be like, no, we'll just hire British people. So yeah, the armor's a little bit haywire there.
Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you, last second Sid. Woo!
Then chop. Understood?
5! Whee! I was hoping for him to count at least 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ah, splat.
1, 2,
3.
4.
Congratulations, everyone! We know how to count to 5. Let's jump. Whee! Ah, they forgot we had an airship. Well, maybe they were hoping that Sid wasn't with us. Shame about the Magitech armor.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
Well, we're getting away. Fuck you, guys. We're out. Oh, Why are we flying in this direction? This was a foolish idea. We're now going to get murdered by the ultimate weapon. Bravo.
Seven hells.
Oh no. It's here.
We're dead.
They
No,
finished
we're not
it.
dead. Not yet.
Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
Yeah, and it murdered a bunch of
It
primals
is a
while you guys were all
relic
imprisoned.
of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo.
Of course, it had to be somewhere in
The
Alamigo.
Aragons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
I mean, hey, effective way to kill primals, but maybe not best to be in control of these people.
Look! There! Beside
The
the black
blood
wolf,
of me.
an Ascian.
Haha!
An
Evildoers.
overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Vampire's been doing his stuff around, and then he's demasking, and oh my god, it was Frankfurt all along! No! Goes anyone who's gotten to this point now. Damn it! And yeah, gee, I wonder why he hasn't shown up in a while.
He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
Enough about that getting stunned by stuff and, well, say goodbye to that mountain range.
Hang on!
We kind of need to leave now.
No!
Big nose aside. Well, this is just lovely. So, all of us that have decisively decided to remain good are now in the airship. We might as well get the hell out of Dodge and... I don't know, maybe Ishka could open their doors for us.
The enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
It's all your fault,
No wonder
Alpha
the
No.
enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
Well, seeing how advanced their teleportation techniques are, Ashen could have teleported to Regenstein's been like,
The
oh,
Alliance leaders stake their
teleport
hopes
away.
on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do.
Well then I guess we better make our way to one of the city states and be like, oh, the Scions yet to live.
Cryle, this is
The
Minfilia.
situation
And a
may
mention of
take an ill
Cryle.
turn,
We'll see her in Heaven's Ward.
The item I requested.
but the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together,
I'm sorry to press.
there shall
but we
ever
need
be
it
hope of
urgently.
victory.
How soon can it be
The
delivered?
people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your debt.
Let
my
us
friend.
provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
We lived, bitches! It's a simple thing to state, although
Matters are coming to a head.
I've been running around. You'd think they wouldn't
I
be
hope we
thinking,
can
hang on,
count
the
on
signs of that guy. But then again, most being dead or missing, so...
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Quickly now, Sid! Through the skies! Meanwhile, in Odar... Hells, take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafrazin the order to sail. That is all. Maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we like to be. I need only give the word to Royal. Royal. And the seats here. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Ah, damn it. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. Maybe we just need to claim that the Imperials are that the Guardians are using a dragon. Maybe that would get them to be like, oh, well, they're using a dragon? Right, let's go after them then. The Early Sea has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. And so they all sit. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not lest the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Behold! Parchments! Woo! Van Balsir claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Of course, we surrender or resistance. We must stand so as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let's pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Bit of a loading screen as we have arrived on the airship landing of Uldar. Thancred's plight troubles us all. We cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the Ulmo weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let's go to the Alliance leaders, Chris, and help them to make the right decision. Indeed we shall. I don't know how you're doing. He's just going to talk about 7 times. Right, we get 26 additional Vesurve Aetherite tickets as we go to the ultimatum. Grim tidings. It seems that word of the armor weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They've gathered in the Fragrant Chamber, and are deliberating their answers even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it. And the leaders must be made aware of this. Let's hurry to them, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Indeed we shall! Quickly! Hello, arrivals attendant. I would like to leave the landing area. Right, let's make our movements to the Royal Promenade. The hosting strip is the correct one. I rate our escape plan from that place a good 7 out of 10. Like, we had a good plan in motion, and then we just had to nearly fuck it all up by going in the direction of the big who fuck off laser beam. Like seriously, we could maybe have done without doing that, but hey, you know. The name stands isn't red yet. I'm seeing a lot of greenery on their person. The Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask you to step away from the door, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter. Yeah. Don't you know who I bleedy am? Meanwhile, inside the chamber.
We keep treading the same ground.
So it sounds like a sensible argument, as per any world government seems to have. How many times round have they done this?
Minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
Yeah, I mean, it did for a giant laser at us, so...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict.
I got a good idea. How about we take a look at Alamigo? Hey Alamigo, how are you? Oh yeah, you're under heavy Garlean control.
Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror,
To be fair, one of them was weakened by us.
What meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small
And
cost.
so the world leaders are
Only
just
for them
doom
to rise
posting.
Again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days?
Yes.
I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
It's the Garlean Empire. It will be oppression, you fucking
By
idiot.
the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Seriously.
Do not blame yourself, Raoban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
True.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Let's go. I forgot at some point I ripped the thing off. Well, that's on me. I'll just put that pen back.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever
I see a lot of
been
this
our
conversation is just
foremost
occurring while we're
priority.
making our way to the chamber.
While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone. And the Black Wolf is at our door.
I've only been seen in all 3 city-states at this point. But I guess just one person isn't enough.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Hey guys, it's us, the Scions.
Synod, Minfilia, and 7 hells. Master Garland?
Yep.
And you, dear friend.
I'm only a dear friend, am I? Oh, well, I see how it is.
Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
Did none of you
As we
hear my
approached, I would
activities trying to
swear I
grab
heard talk of
crystals?
surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become.
We're subjugating all of these things that keep summoning primals. Oh no! They keep summoning more primals!
Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont
This
to
isn't
appeal
what
to a
Minfilia is
higher
saying.
power when they are
We've seen it firsthand already, multiple times.
Nothing
so.
is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest.
As most empires do.
Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for? what you were willing to die for. Let the memories
die you
rekindle
did.
the fire in your heart.
Fucking Bahamut.
For Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Words indeed.
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war.
But if we need to cap a bitch, we shall.
Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
What's making that noise? Can't see from the window. At least someone's happy. There's no laughing matter. We've got to fight the Guardians now.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance.
For the Alliance!
Rauban, are we to be outdone?
Yes.
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
I just become a web salesman at this point then. Or at least there's a web salesman that seems to get a lot of money out of it.
Like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself.
There we go.
And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all.
So I'm going to be handing in my pirate license. You guys have fun. I'm out. Bye guys.
Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
Okay, we're in agreement.
If our realm
Fuck
is to be
Gaius.
free of this pole of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
Screw the ultimatum. Why is the palace on fire? Oh yeah, we set fire to those ultimatums, didn't we?
Needs consider how the weapon may be
Should've thought about
brought
that
to
one.
bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts.
That we have.
Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Certainly. Right, anyway, with that all... that all done, I apparently need to sneeze horribly and die now. Oh, so we're off to the Waking Sands once again. News. Oh, onwards we go. It's nice to be able to say, and safely we can go into the Waking Sands and enjoy having the company of all of our friends and allies. That happen to be in the Waking Sands, of course. We can actually take a good look around. There's a person there with a name, doesn't really matter too much, but in here there's a few people about. Some may have been existing beforehand, like Armfield. He was here before. Yeah, those people are dead now. Not that'd be for nothing. I will learn this. So Armfield will have to go through a bit of an arc there, but anyway, in his own time. So yeah, there's a few NPCs about now, which is, yeah, it's what we have. Not much really on that one. Anyway, to the Solar! And yeah, Yuan-J is now going to be positioned in the Waking Sands for ever, pretty much. I think that version of Yuan-J stays there no matter what you've done in the main story, just because there are quests there that you can get from him.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
Okay, good. So we send them in first, and then we be the backup.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again.
For now, thinking that the Echo is absolute bullshit, and therefore Minfilia can do absolute bullshit, bullshit shenanigans of the highest of caliber. Message.
Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you?
Ah, that close.
It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian.
That is the case.
Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
Ah, darkness crystal. No.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals
Fair
found
enough.
across Eorzea.
Be rather dangerous to have a real one right at this very moment.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies.
Thank you to our allies.
Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Look what I read.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
Okay.
Thank you. from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons.
Indeed they have.
I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present.
All those warriors of light and they choose to just fuck off.
A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends. Let us fight to safeguard the future.
Okay, I'm the main character and I'll have to do all of it now. Yay! I have to do everything. Boo. But then again, you know, as long as it's an enjoyable experience, who knows? Anyway. Our next quest is level 49. Yeah, that's why it leaps levels. If you happen to have not gotten the levels, then I don't know what the fuck you've done wrong slightly. But I do believe at this point, yeah. However, there are ways to get stuff. There's Kobold Initiative, Into the Valley of the Skull, and over here is also Can't Do It Without You, as well as Primal Fear. So yeah. So as I was stating, if we head out of here, Primal Fear is a thing. Basically, this is why Yonjay stays here in the Wakened Sands. In some capacity, because without it, because he has to stay here for the purposes of the quest line here of Primal Fear. Oh, pardon me. Apparently a Primal is walking around in the Shroud. Oh dears. So basically we get directed to go talk to Lewin at the Sea of the First Bow. The other quests here are more normal quests, but I do believe some of them lead to the Tribal Beast quests. I don't remember fully off the top of my head. If I get corrected or if I look things up, then I can do so later. As for right at this moment, Operation Archon. Oh, no, I'm randomly talking to Tom. More cutscenes! Yay! All present? Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counter-offensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Immortal Flames of Uldur, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let's examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Orkson, situated in eastern Filbin, and Castrum Merinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the World Tano Sea. Next, near Uldur, we have Castrum Meridium to the north, and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Meridium to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Trollswood. And finally, in Mordona cast Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. Forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridium. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridium boasts all the impenetrable defences. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. First shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Rotitan Sas Adfina. According to our intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite infantry unit to eliminate him. Chris, we would have you lead this assault. This is the dialogue here is because it used to be a duty. they stopped it being one, and it's just a single player duty at this point. So instead of being a grouped one, so you know, Witten is a peerless field detection. Shorn of his leadership, the casting that Castrum Autodons will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridium's primary lines and supply. As soon as Witten's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Mushroom will lay siege to Castrum Autodons. Yeah, so they'll do that. Take them out. At that very hour, the Luminsium Mother, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Meridium. Meanwhile, in Charleswood, the other Tornado will surround Castrum Orions. Whether or not they actually take it fully or not doesn't really matter at that point, I guess, but... as they'll have the Sylphs to help them, Frixio has been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 will see us neutralise Castrum Meridium's defences. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength, while the enemy's eyes are thrust drawn outwards. Another elite Adventurer unit will infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission, to disable the Magitech field generator, which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. First, we'd have you take command once more. So, yep, Castrum Meridium's a 4-player dungeon, and then the Praetorium, which is also a 4-player dungeon. Meanwhile, the Twin Island will blockade the railway, which connects Sentry and Meridium, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Wardona. So the Twin Island will make sure that we don't have additional units. A wise precaution. Monstrous locomotive runs back and forth between two Castrum is capital-rich enough to transport a small army by all accounts. It is well the good Garlands did not think to give it wings. Once Meridium's defences have been compromised, the operation will enter its 4th and final phase, which is to go into the Praetorium and deal with the ultimate weapon. This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Chris's unit to pass unopposed into Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. Somehow. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. Hooray! So yeah, our first part of our plan is to go and fight Witton. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, the Pirates of Limsa to the Martists of Uldar. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. That's a lot of people. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for the reason that our grand endeavour has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. Hooray! As before, we scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies. Yida, Palpamo, Yustola, pray accompany your respective organisations on their missions. During RNJ, I would have you represent us in Eldar. We assure the finances that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in coordination of our forces. Tatari, please assist you RNJ in any way you are able and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Good job for everyone around. Amphilia, Sid and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyse intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. As I've now mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let's show the Black Wolf the power of united Eorzea. Indeed, a united front we shall be. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situation to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. Yes, which will be written. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. The tenseness of it all. As it comes down to this. Basically, we have like 4-5 main story quests left of the base content, because there's Operation Archon here, then there's going to Northern Farrowland. I think there is a quest in Northern Farrowland besides all the Castrum stuff. Then it's Meridium, then Praetorium. Boom. Done with the base game content. And then, hey, we've already got access to Primal Fear, which is to do with Primal related activities, so yeah, you know, that's stuff. I believe it is, there's a Primal in the Shroud, basically. I think the Primal Fear, that is Odin? Might be something else. I don't remember off the top of my head. So, And if it is Odin, then yeah, I do remember. Whoopee! And I'm also almost level 55. By God, if I want to be of level, I am going to need to change class. Well, I guess that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, so... my body is starting to slowly deteriorate again, so that's fun. So, I say, for now, next time in Final Fantasy XIV, we'll lay siege to the Empire, take them out, and of course stop the Ulma weapon from being used in any capacity. That means dealing with Gaius, that means dealing with La Habrea. So, you know, and all the rest of the Empire's forces that happen to be needed to be dealt with. Then we'll be done with the base content, which will be the point of that stream when it occurs. If you like what you see, you can always check out the other stuff on the channel, and of course you can always do the things you can on YouTube, subscribing, liking, sharing, that sort of thing. And well, until next time, I'll see you all.